Hey, what's up and hello? This is the Chris Nicole giving you my views on life, love, and the world of entertainment through my eyes. Good afternoon, good evening, or good morning, depending on where you are and when you are watching this live. What is up, Chris Crew? Let me see who is in the chat. Hey, GSP. Hey, Shayla. Hey, Monica. Hey, Lansky. Hey, Mimi. Hey, Vanna. Hey, Karan. Hey, Indigo. Hey, Latina. How you guys doing? How you guys doing? Hope all is well and you guys are getting prepared for the holidays or not getting prepared because some of you guys may not celebrate. Let's see. Let's see. Yes. Hello to the crew. Hello to the crew. Hey, Joseph. Welcome. Welcome. We are in here. We are in here and we are all needed today because hey, brother Teeth, I don't know about y'all, but I'm bored as hell. I need for them to get a whole different production company. Yeah, kind of over it. And I don't know if you guys are feeling the same way, but I had to keep watching this because I kept falling asleep on this episode. Yes, I kept falling asleep on this episode. Oh, someone's not. Oh, okay. Mimi's not feeling good. Feel better, Mimi. Feel better. Ugh, I'm so bored. I'm so bored. Yes, hit that like button. Thank you, Teef. Hit that like button on your way in. Like, share, and subscribe. But I'm bored. I don't know what they're doing. I literally thought that maybe the free episode wasn't on there like all the way and like I had to find different like sections of the episode. This episode was very short. We didn't have that many actual couples this episode, so I thought, okay, maybe I'm missing some of the episode, but yeah, it was boring. It was boring. Okay, so you guys agree with me. Okay, I'm not the only one. I'm just like, what is going on here? What is going on here? Yes, boring. Yes, yes, boring. It was horrible. Horrible. So with that being said, we're gonna get into it. We're gonna make it. We're gonna make it entertaining. We're gonna make it entertaining, but at the same time, you know, we just gonna have to pull from our skills on how we're gonna make it entertaining. Because oh my gosh, Quran, I have rather than my own. Feel better. Feel better. Yes, it was boring. Feel better, Mimi. Karan, I think you're doing this on purpose, Karan. Like I'm starting to think you are the rebel when it comes to the grade. If we say F or D, you say A. If we say A, you say D. I'm thinking right now you're a rebel, but I would have to say I give this a D minus. I might as well say a F plus. But when I had to keep falling asleep, and keep falling asleep and keep falling asleep, or I should say, if I have to, I would say the TV made me. This show made me fall asleep. If I have to keep doing that, you're not keeping my interest at all whatsoever. So I'm gonna say a D minus. D minus. Seriously, because this is crazy. But we're gonna get into it. We are going to get into it, and I know the jokes are gonna flow because that's just how the Chris Crew roll. But yeah, y'all, we're gonna have to entertain ourselves on this. So let's go to the first slide. Lindsay and Blind. Okay, so we see Lindsay and Miley, and they're going to play basketball and or just shoot some hoops. And she asks Miley about having Blaine as a stepfather. And Miley's like, hell no. Like, no, like you can't throw that on me randomly. Like, all I know is my gammy. I barely know you. So then you want to throw a stepfather into the bunch. And literally, Lindsay's like, well, yeah, he would be your stepfather and he would have the same type of responsibility like I would have with you. And I don't know if that's Mississippi law, but I don't know if that's necessarily true. Unless he adopts her, he don't have no legal rights. I mean, he can show proof that he takes care of her, but adoption is one thing. Just marrying the mother is a whole different thing. So, she's like, no. And she was like, all I had was Gammy. And Lindsay's like, I can't do anything about that. Like, I'm trying to provide you now with a good father. Like, she's presenting some type of toy. And I'm just like, seriously, I don't know if she necessarily is a good pick on picking men, just like she's not a good pick herself. She just got her daughter back. She just got her daughter back. Like, come on. And so she's a little annoyed that her daughter said no. How about you focus on trying to really bond and get that mother-daughter bond with your daughter, Lindsay? That may be a good thing to do. Like, instead of talking about the whole stepfather situation, focus on the bond with your daughter first. You know, just focus on that. So then, after this nonsense, Blaine is talking about marriage and he says, look, she may be going back to jail. And then, what if she relapses? So, in other words, if I get married to her, all of this will be placed on me. And do I blame Blaine? No, especially when he has his own issues. So, they go to a lawyer. And child, I don't know about y'all, but that lawyer looked quite interesting. He had a ponytail, he had on some shorts, and he had on a polo shirt. I've never seen a attorney look like that. I don't know about y'all, but the ponytail definitely threw me off. So at that point, he's speaking to Lindsay and Blaine, and he says that she's possibly looking at 40 years. And I was like, see, that's one thing about living in the South. Some of them laws in the South, like, because I don't know if she would necessarily get 40 years in California or New York or even Illinois for that matter. But I was just like, freaking 40 years. And then the attorney has the nerve to say, well, look on the bright side, you only have to serve 25% of it. And I'm like, is that supposed to be a bright side? So Lindsay at this point, she's trying to, I guess, hold it in, but she gets so desperate that she calls one of her friends, which I'm going to assume was one of her friends back in her day when she was doing what she was doing. And she's getting so desperate that she's about to collect money on people that owe her money, including owe her money for that good old narcotic. So I'm just like, look, first of all, that's a dangerous situation. Like, that's a dangerous situation. Like, you're willing to do that. I guess that's why you have the cameras there. But if you really think you about to get that type of money, didn't she say that somebody owed her like over $1,000? Like, did I hear that correctly? Like, was that one lump sum, or is that a variety of times that this person came to you? And then how the hell did you get that money if you had an issue yourself? So I was confused. But yeah, they pretty much go out and about to try to see if they can collect money, you know what I'm saying, like they Suge Knight, and try to see if they can, do whatever they can so she can pay for her restitution or whatever, pay the court fees. So with that, I just was like, okay, but that's the end of them. Like, this is how boring this was. Okay, so let's see. She don't want no extra junkie for a parent, and I don't blame her. Right. You know what I mean? That girl should have stayed with exactly. 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 It's crazy. Yeah, 40 years. I was like, wow, that's a lot. Y'all may want to leave Mississippi. I would not hire an attorney alone based on his ponytail and those. Yeah, I was like, please tell me this is a production move and this is not a real attorney. Like, please tell me this is not a real attorney, because the ponytail, Like, I don't know who in their right mind, a pimp named Slickback Ponytail. That's not appropriate for an attorney, especially a criminal attorney. Like maybe an entertainment attorney, maybe you can get away with it, but a criminal attorney, absolutely not. Lindsay's daughter may have inherited her mother's looks, but not her b-ball skills. Well, he got blamed off magically for what it was at around 10K. Yeah, I mean, look, I guess it's possible, but oh my gosh, get your licks. He stepped right off of the Batoon boat to come into the office. I don't know what it was. Isn't that a repeat? She did the same thing when Blaine went and saw this same attorney. Yeah, that's another thing too. A lot of people were saying there's a lot of duplicate stuff going on. This is why I said I'm over this. Like production needs to step it up and get it together. The lawyer said 40 years, but she only got to do 25%, which is still 10 years on her sentence, which is still nothing. Exactly. When he said, well, look on the bright side, I was like, what bright side is that? A junkie drug dealer of other junkies selling for her. Yeah, I'm sure that was a lasting business. We're over Marsha, Brady, and Dahmer. Lawyer was thinking about Scooby snacks. Seriously. Lindsay is trying to turn into Big Worm and collect all her money. She better be packing some heat along the way for real. That's why she got that camera. She got the camera crew. Hey, Marlon, what's up? Lindsay's storyline is BS. Is it no queen pin? No one owes her any money like she was out here giving loans. Right. And she literally said one person owed her over $1,000. I was like, that doesn't even sound possible, especially when you have your own addiction. The most selfish person in the world is someone who's has an addiction like that. The most selfish person, they not giving that type of money away. So that's why I was just like, damn, that ain't making no sense. But this is the problem with production. They are creating storylines at this point that don't make any sense, or they're having the couples make up storylines and they're not checking them to see if they will make sense. Like, we're not stupid, okay? So with that, let's move on, child. Let's move on. Joy Nomi and Red. So Joy Nomi pulls up and Red pulls up to her mobile home. And honestly, I'm really annoyed with Joy Nomi because all the money she spent on Red, her and Sway could have easily been in a home by now in New Mexico. Like a home that actually is a home that has a backyard, that has a porch, that has a patio. I am sure she could have definitely been living the lap of luxury right now with her son, who needs a backyard. Okay. He needs a backyard. So they get in the house and Sway, oh my gosh, that little boy is just so adorable. Sway literally is running up to Red like that's his legitimate daddy that he hasn't seen in forever. And so at this point, it's a sweet scene, but it's a sad scene because I'm really annoyed how Joy is allowing, because it's Joy that's allowing. We can't blame Red in this situation because the only blood parent in this situation is Joy Nomi. So with that, Joy Nomi's sister is also there. And they're talking and she's like, he proposed to me. And I swear to you, I don't know if Joy Nomi's sister, that's just the way she looks. But every time she's staring at Joy Nomi, it's like a deer in headlights. Like, Joy Nomi, is anyone home? Like, is anyone there? Like, I swear there's no brain left in your skull. Like, she's looking at her sister that way, but she doesn't want to say anything. She doesn't want to tell her the truth. But she's like, he proposed to me, and how do you feel that he's here? And the sister's like, yeah, we'll take it one day at a time. With 7 years on the phone. I support you, but it was just 7 years on the phone. And then Joy Nomi says, look, I anybody can leave my life, that's fine, but I have an issue with someone leaving Sway's life. Well, let's be clear. Let's be clear that even a biological parent can leave a child's life, unfortunately, whether it is not intentional or intentional. But if you focus on you being the best mother you can be to Sway, none of that would matter. You know? None of that would matter. Hey, Nivea. Yeah, none of that would matter. And that's my issue with her. It's like you are allowing this man to come into you and your son's life, but then you're making these demands and you don't even know this guy. Okay? You don't know him. And I'm like, maybe if you focus on your stability, and we're talking about emotionally as well as, of course, the finances and stuff, but emotionally, especially, and be the best single mother she could be, I don't think she would care about a Red or any other man at this point. So, next thing you know, we see Red, and he is being a babysitter to Sway, even though he's only been there for a month. And here's another thing. Um, I hope Joy Nomi was there, and maybe just for scene purposes, they made it seem like she wasn't there. I'm gonna hope that's the case. Because I'll be damned if you know someone on the phone for 7 years, which is pretty much still not knowing who they are. You leave your son with him alone and with the production crew that you also don't know. Okay? So I'm hoping Joy Nomi was around there and they were just pretending like Red was babysitting, or her sister or someone that she trusts was around there and they were pretending like Red was babysitting. That did not sit well with me at all. At all. Only a month there. You really don't know this man, and you really still don't know all of his secrets. All right. So at that point, he's playing hide and seek with Sway, and Sway of course is enjoying himself, and all of a sudden he gets a call from his sister Destiny, aka Tokyo Tony. And so he starts to talk about how he feels smothered after a month. Okay, he feels smothered, and how Joy Nomi is constantly wondering who he's on the phone with, or whatever the case may be. And I'm like, she has every right to think that way because of what you've done and what you haven't told her. But of course, Destiny, who doesn't like Joy Nomi, finds this to be the perfect opportunity to throw salt in the wound even more. And she was like, she can't be smothering you, and she can't be doing all that. You just need to come and visit. And oh, your girls out here is asking about you. And I'm like, you know what? Like, this is why I say, like, at the end of the day, like, Joy Nomi. And I really hope she's learned her lesson from this. Do you guys think she learned her lesson? Like, real talk, do you think that now her and Red are no longer together? Do you think she has learned her lesson from this experience? And now that she's on national TV, did she learn her lesson? Is she going to focus on herself, or is she going to focus on actually finding not only Sway's biological father, but a man who's actually physically present, not an internet bae? Like, do you think she's learned her lesson? I want to know. Let me see what y'all are saying in here about good old Joy Nomi. Let's see. What, Shayla, you talking about y'all nasty? Who nasty? What somebody said? And let me make sure I don't post it on the screen. Let me see. The outside of her trailer looked just like a prison yard. It sure the hell did. That's what I was like. Didn't she say around $40,000 she spent on Red? I think the total is around 40. Do you know $40,000, especially in a place where she lives, can possibly give her a good down payment, closing? Like, actually, she could buy something. Joy and her sister look like them dogs that get bigger when they hop in each other. So preach, highly upset with this scene. Sway, so for he's a cutie patootie. That little boy is adorable. And he just seems like he's just so full of life, and he's so unaware of the stuff that his mother is dealing with and what his mother has brought him around. He's so annoyed. He just happy to see this man that he has been calling daddy that is not his daddy, and he don't even know this man. Joy Nomi is Asian Monique, and Red is the chubby chocolate version of Derek. You think so? I don't think we ever gonna top that situation that happened with Monique and Derek. I don't know. Y'all agree with that? Because I'm not getting those vibes from them. I'm not getting those vibes from them. But I see what you're saying to a certain extent. But yeah, when I look at Red, I don't know how Joy Nomi does it. Yeah, I mean, hey, beauty's in the eye of the beholder, but I understand what you're saying. Every time she calls Miss Nita, I mean, Red Sway's dad, I cringe, right? And why did you say Miss Nita, Marlon? Oh, because Sway, Red looks like he has a feminine face. Like I can't get it past. Like even this picture right here on the screen, he still looks like you wouldn't know if he's a female or a guy. Like you wouldn't. Um, I want to see Red with the shirt off. No, the hell you don't. No, you don't. No, 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 no. Oh no. I'm fascinated by his boobs. They're so long and weird. Yeah, he needs a bra. He needs a bra, or he needs like one of them tank tops that kind of cuff up he needs that. He needs it. Like he's one of those guys that while he was losing weight, he wasn't necessarily lifting weights at the same time to kind of get, because he has no elasticity like in his chest or whatever. But yeah. Oh no. Yes. That's what you were saying, y'all nasty too. Absolutely not. Okay, so she hasn't learned her lesson. Well, hell, I tried. I tried, especially with Red's mother history. Oh yeah, see, and that's another thing too. And that's something that's always going to stay in the back of our minds. At least I know for me, it's definitely going to stay in the back of my mind. And the fact that, I mean, I guess to a certain extent, a son or a child defending his mother, like that's normal. But the way that it happened and the way it transpired and the way that we still haven't heard anything, all of it is suspect to me. All of it. Yes, Goofy playing hide and seek all day for real, because he ain't got no job. What dusty toy is that? Y'all peep Joy's sister with that grease down swoop part in her hair. You think she's learned her lesson? Well, that's good. I like that you're being optimistic about it, Monica, because clearly so far no one else is feeling optimistic about her. The toys Red bought for Sway cost more than that engagement ring. Facts. Facts. Oh my gosh. Yeah, no, I don't want to see him. I'm good. I am good. Um, who Lindsay Lohan? Huh? Oh, you talking about the woman he's with? He must have dipped back home and started sleeping with her again because she got pregnant and she doesn't know if it's. Well, yeah, we already discussed that, but at the same time, that's what Red told Joy Nomi, and I don't believe anything that come out of Red's mouth. So we'll just have to wait and see on that. Like Red is one of those people, to me, in my opinion, where he just lied a lie for no reason. So we'll just have to wait and see. Hey, Kate and Sugar Mama. No, she hasn't learned her lesson. If I'm not mistaken, they said more than 65K, but I think that was including the truck. See, that's what I'm saying. Do you know, like seriously, in New Mexico of all places too, she could have easily bought her something for her child. Easily a home, have some equity up in that bitch. Like it's annoying to me. Joy Nomi's sister had that's a damn shame look on her face. Yeah, exactly. She always looking at her like, is anyone home? Yeah, yeah. It's like you don't know. You really don't know. Sloppy Joe body. For real. For real. Miss I was talking about something. Was talking about something else. I don't know what you're talking about, Karan. Did I say something? And his mom looked like a guy. Sorry, but my opinion. Hey, you entitled to have your opinion. Hey, Yuli, what's up? Oh, it's your kid's birthday. Tell him I said happy birthday. Happy birthday. Yes, happy birthday. Slick down side part and a ball spot. Yeah, the slick down, we ain't did that since the 90s, baby. The early mid 90s at that. But yeah, buy a plant, put a yard in some grass. Exactly. But again, I just was like, all that money you spent on that man, and he definitely didn't deserve it. You now have a child, and you could have easily bought you guys a home. A home. Oh, it was about Red. Okay. Okay. So yeah, so at that point, with Joy Nomi, we clearly know that he's probably gonna go home or claim he wants to go home for a minute. It's gonna be downhill from here. We already know that they're no longer together, but I had a huge issue with a couple of things in this situation, with Sway calling him daddy and really being happy like that's his daddy, which could easily crush him now that Red is no longer there. Then on top of that Sway and Red were at the house and there was no Joy Nomi or her siblings in sight. You do not know this man, and hell, to be quite honest, you don't know production. Hell, you don't know production. Like, get with it. I wonder how he gonna get back. Exactly. Probably production. Oh, it's the kid. No shots for them. Huh? Oh. Oh, okay. I don't like the kid in the mix. Exactly. I don't think any of us who watch The Love and Life After Lockup, we always have a cringe moment when there are innocent kids involved, but Sway, instantly, like, I don't know. Like, he's an adorable little boy. He seems so full of life and so clueless as to what his mom is bringing into his world. It's not a good look. But with that being said, we will see, to be continued. So moving on. Justine and Michael, I'm sick of production with these fake production scenes. My thing is this: if you're going to do fake production scenes at this point, just don't insult my intelligence. Just don't do it. Give me something that seems believable. So Justine and Mike go to dinner with their mothers. And one thing I did want to see this episode that I didn't see, I wanted Mike's daughter to confront Mike. I really wanted her to confront Mike, but we didn't see that. So they end up going, and it seems like it's going to be cool. They hug each other, all of this stuff. Next thing you know, Mike's mom gives her a present and pulls out a paternity test. And I'm like, I really don't think, now she does seem very controlling and she does seem like that woman, but something tells me production set that scene up. It just feels like production set that scene up. So she's like a paternity test. So at this point, Justine, Mike, and even Justine's mama is like, what the hell is going on here? And so at that point, Mike gives his mother an excuse, saying that because of his mother's trauma and his uncle finding out that, the child that he raised wasn't his, the mother is like always wanting to make sure that people get paternity tests. No, I think your mother is just truly one of those controlling mamas who has this weird connection, mama's boy vibes about her. I don't think it got anything to do with that uncle. I don't think it has anything to do with that uncle. That's the excuse that you want to give, but at the end of the day, you can't literally overstep your boundaries in every situation and always pull out paternity tests. Then the mother had the nerve to say that at the end of the day, either way, I'm going to do it. She literally said, either way, I'm going to do it. Well, then guess what? You wouldn't be around my child. You're not about to sit up there and do no paternity test on my child and you don't have my permission. Like, did y'all feel like, was that not weird to y'all? And that yet again, she's overstepping her boundaries. Mind you, this is the same mama in the Love After Lockup season they was on that was asking Justine questions about how was last night with Michael. Why do you want to know about the freaky tale moment that, like, you don't need to know what they was doing at the hotel? Like, this is what I'm saying. Like, she oversteps her boundaries. So I don't think it's the uncle. I just think she weird with it. Yeah, exactly. Thank you, Latina. Just very weird. Like, and then you have the nerve to say that you're going to do it anyways. that would be the day where I would say, well, guess what? You're not going to be around my child, period. And for whatever reason, Michael just allows it to slide. Now, of course, he talked to her about it and said, this is weird. And like, we have a freaking paternity test at a dinner's table at a restaurant. Like, what is going on with you? But at the same time, there is a way to still respect your parents, but still let your parents know that you're putting your foot down. And as an adult and as a husband, they don't need to overstep their boundaries. There's a way to do it. And I think sometimes especially when you were raised to have a certain type of respect for your parents or your grandparents, I get it. But then some of them do overstep their boundaries, period. It is what it is. You know what I mean? Like, they literally overstepped their boundaries. So yeah, she said that and then had the nerve to say that she was going to do it regardless. Not over here. Not over here. The most irrelevant couple on the show. Yeah, they truly are the Brady Bunch. They are truly the Brady Bunch. The curly hair Brady Bunch. Good point. Good point. Especially when apparently Michael got apparently cocky as if he didn't need this show anymore. Mike looking like the pregnant one. Well, they do say that, sometimes when the woman is pregnant, their significant other be gaining weight and having ups and downs and stuff like that too. So yeah, that's possible. Michael's mom needs to get over what happened to her brother years ago. Ridiculous. Very ridiculous. Juju and Michael's mom are besties and have been fake. See, there it is. There it is. That production stuff. Because it just wasn't added up. And one thing that, interesting enough, that Justine mama said was like, hold up. Your son has a couple of babies mamas. Some of them got pregnant at the same time, but you questioning my daughter, trying to imply that she's slutting it up out here. So yeah, so definitely, I'm glad that she said that. But see, this is just even more of an example of how this is just fake production. Just make it more realistic. Like, I don't understand what the big deal is. I don't understand it. Hey, guess so. What's up? What's up? Since when does Mike's mom pay child support for her to ask her for paternity? Because exactly. Talk about overstepping boundaries. You guys, make sure you hit the like button on your way in. Hit the like button. Welcome, welcome, welcome. I will never leave my kid with her ever. I agree, Yuli, ever. And you going to have the nerve to tell me after I've said something, after my husband says something, you going to say I'm going to do it regardless? Okay, well then guess what? Guess who? You won't be around my child. And if you are around my child, I'm keeping a close eye and I'm holding on to my child. You will not have access to my child like that. Yeah. Yeah, very weird. And she would never meet my child. Exactly. So I ain't the only one. I'm not the only one. Like, you're not going to sit up there and say you're going to do it regardless. Mike already told that this was just a fake rap career online. Oh, this is just as fake as his rap career online. Oh, so Mike pretty much said that it's fake. Have you guys noticed, sidebar, have you guys noticed that more and more these couples are coming out saying that all of this is fake? So my question to y'all is, are they only saying that sometimes so they don't look like the bad guy or they're not completely embarrassed? Or is it really like the curtains are coming down and life after lockup has lost its sizzle? Maybe that's it. It's just lost its sizzle. Y'all let me know in the comments. Because more and more they keep saying it's fake, it's fake, it's fake. And at first, a lot of us was like, yeah, they saying that because they don't want to seem like they look like a fool or they don't want to look crazy. But now I'm wondering, because we do know that some of these things definitely seem fake as hell. But now I'm like, maybe they need to regroup and either do a whole new production company or something. Maybe Love and Life After Lockup has lost it. Maybe they have. They said she did it on the other kids. She sure did. She sure did. If she was going to do it, she would just do it behind her back. It wouldn't be that hard to swab a kid's mouth. Yeah, but to a certain extent, I would definitely, the fact that she was bold enough to say it, I'll say, well, I'm going to be bold enough to keep my child away from you. Hey, JRR. Michael's mom is out of order for taking her family trauma out on Justine. Meanwhile, her son is the one with the ghetto twin. Not the ghetto twins. Y'all know, do y'all know what ghetto twins are? Ghetto twins is when the man was pretty much humping and bumping with two different women, and they're like either like almost identically born like around the same time. Like that's what the ghetto twins are. Good with JR. The name of the restaurant was Ken. I probably would have gotten smacked for it, but my would have had my wait, huh? But my would have had to cuss my mama out for that. Yeah, yeah. Like at the end of the day, it's just there is a way though, and there are some mamas and daddies out there who, if you say anything to them, they're gonna see it as a sign of disrespect. But at the same time, once you get married, priority is the marriage first. That's priority. And let's not act like people don't have parents who are toxic. I mean, it is what it is. Oh, thank you, guest. So I appreciate you. Thank you. Can we speak on that? Yeah, it was not attractive, but she pregnant, bless her heart. So maybe she's just like, look, I'm just putting something on. But yeah, bless her heart. And sidebar, what was the reason for? Because I didn't watch the Love During Lockup with Justine and Michael. What was the reason for? They're both from Rhode Island. Why did Justine move to Pennsylvania? What was the reason for that? Do y'all know? Did she ever explain it? Let me know. Not the Red Cross disaster relief coat. You know what? I'm done with y'all. I'm done with y'all. Not a Red Cross disaster relief coat. Oh my gosh, I probably would have gotten smacked for it, but I would have cussed my mom. Oh, okay, you doing a cuss my mom out if she pulled some mess like that. Yeah. It's a certain point where it's just like, come on now, show some respect. Monica, I would have picked that up with Goodwill for $1. Y'all, wait a minute, y'all, because they handled the dragging. And Juju's necklace changed colors dramatically. It started off platinum, looks most like rose gold now. The realest couple today is Clint and Goddess Tracy. Do y'all agree? Y'all feel like the realest couple is Clint and Goddess Tracy? Yeah, because they can't handle the dragon. Mike looking like a big old Sinbad in that picture. I think it's just drama for the show. Yeah, but see, the problem is, is that I'm all for it, but you better make it realistic. Like, I shouldn't be looking at these shows at this point and rolling my eyes or laughing so hard because it's not believable. That's not what the vibes were with Love After Lockup in the beginning. So, like, to me now, I'm rolling my eyes or I'm laughing because I'm just like, y'all really think we're stupid? Like, this is so fake. I do miss Goddess and Clint and the Great Hotel fight. I wouldn't trust Juju around my car keys. We're 3 weeks in and still haven't seen Sarah and Sean yet. Yeah, I was like, wait a minute. I thought, okay, maybe they're not, or because I felt like we were missing a couple, but then at the same time, we haven't seen them. So I was like, so maybe we aren't missing them. Maybe they pulled out or something. Bring Megan, Sarah, and Michael back. I wouldn't trust that mom around my car keys. Exactly. Was it to be near her mom? I thought so. Her mom is not in Rhode Island. Her mom is in Pennsylvania. Okay, so maybe that's it. Her mom is in Pennsylvania because I know they're both from Rhode Island. But she said, the last episode, last season, Love After Lockup, her mom came to visit. So how far is she? But she moved to be near him in the prison. I'll be damned. She really did that. Child, really? Not me. Not me. Especially when you close to your mama, or at least you alleged you close to your mama. I would say you financially close to your mama. Because the way she was talking to her mama last season, baby. Whoo, but if your mom is that much of your support system financially, you leaving like that? Absolutely not. Wasn't he in a prison in Pennsylvania? Yeah, that's saying it because he was in prison. I didn't see them on Love during Lockup when she got married and stuff. Her mom is on a deed on their house in Las Vegas. Yeah, because probably if something happens, she's gonna have to pay that mortgage. And her mom probably helped her get the house. You know what I'm saying? Which at the end of the day, If your parents, I'm really big on, if your parents are willing to help you in that way. I think for a lot of people, we've gotten so accustomed to when parents do things like that, you're spoiled or whatever the case may be. I feel like it's certain cultures where that's just considered setting up your kids, generational wealth. I feel like if your parents can do it, why not to set up your kids? The problem is Justine keeps effing up and keep having kids with no father in sight. And also Justine is effing up because she talks to her mother like she's a chick on the street. That's the problem that I have with Justine. She came off very ungrateful with her mom when her mother was upset that she just got pregnant all of a sudden again. So literally, that's my issue with her. Now, if she was on the straight and narrow and was doing her thing and she literally still had her job and all of this stuff and she was trying the best she could, if her mom want to buy her house, then by all means. If her mama got it, her mama got it. But the way that she's coming off, yeah, she wouldn't get a bike from me at this point. What happened to the BMW? Good question. Good question. That BMW, the sports BMW, wasn't that supposed to be mochas? Yeah. Mm-hmm. It's ran its life and died. Someone said a production member admitted the car he gifted Juju was a prop for a fake storyline. See, everything is fake. Everything is freaking fake at this point. Just as fake as his shoes. Everything is fake. They were so quiet about keeping the baby gender and not putting the baby pictures on, but they already told us they're living in Vegas now. She's had the baby, right? Guess so. Guess so be getting the tea. She got, didn't she already have the baby? Yeah, that was Mocha's car. At least that's what they said. Allegedly, that's Mocha's car. Or they shared it. It's probably raggedy now. But yeah, I want to say I feel like she had the baby. I feel like she did. But pretty much that was the end of them. That was the end of them, child. Was this whole paternity test nonsense and the mama saying she gonna do it anyways. Yeah, I wish you would. I wish you would without my permission. We would have a serious problem. But anyways, we gonna move on. Brittany and Karak. Let me see what you guys are saying too. What you say, Marlon? I hope she had that baby because she's going on. Yeah, because I was like, it's been a minute. It has been a minute. She has been pregnant for quite some time. So I'm gonna assume she had it. And did she reveal it? Because again, I don't be trying to get the tea. The tea come to me. Guess so, and other folks bring it to me. But like I said, I just like to review stuff. I like exclusive tea type of stuff. It just really depends on what it is. I don't follow these people, but I'm glad she had the baby. So I finally caught a live. Hey, Hunter, how are you? Welcome, welcome. Hit the like button on your way in, boo. Hit the like button. Do Cameron and Montana have a hip hop? Oh, we about to talk about him. We gonna talk about him later on. The whole cast did not comply with the NDA contracts because on Instagram they're already spilling the tea, so we already know what happens. So are they giving them NDAs? Because at this point, are they giving them NDAs? Like, none of these couples have more money than WeTV and these production companies. So do they have them sign NDAs at this point? Thank you, Hunter. Do they have them sign NDAs? Yes, Marlon, I forgot you are from Richmond, and I have never seen these two in the street. Their storyline is fake, too. No one does skydiving here. Well, I would say there are a certain amount of people who would not do skydiving. That was definitely maybe a part of, Karak and production. But Richmond ain't that small, Marlon. Would you possibly see them? Richmond is actually a pretty decent sized city. And then not to mention, depending on where they hang, if they hang at all, they may be homebodies and stay at their mama house all day. I went skydiving in a crowd. Oh, they went skydiving in a crowd. No, they went skydiving on Spirit Airlines. That was Spirit Airlines. You want to know what a Spirit Airlines situation looked like? Yeah, that's what it looked like. Now we see everyone. Oh, okay. So you saying you guys see everyone? So yeah. So let's get on. I have no idea. We already know Chance. Oh, we ain't even on. We not even on Chance and Taylor. We'll get to them, and then we can talk about them. So Karak and Brittany. We didn't even see Brittany this episode. We didn't even see her at all. Karak is trying to get a job in plumbing and HVAC. And, one thing that I will say, I personally feel like Karak already had the job. They was just doing this scene for production because I don't know, y'all. I wouldn't walk into no interview like that with y'all. That to me was an interview close. Okay. That's not interview close. So literally Karak goes in and he's doing pretty good talking to them. And we find out he has certifications and everything in plumbing and HVAC. And one thing that he does bring up is giving his ID, because I guess he has not changed over everything on his ID and changing, his gender and his name and stuff. So giving his ID, he said it gives him anxiety to do that, not knowing what people are going to think, which is interesting because it seems like, I guess maybe that can be the issue for a lot of people. But I guess I'm wondering, why hasn't he made that change yet? And I'm assuming he would have to amend his birth certificate and stuff, but I'm wondering, why hasn't he made the change? Like, and how long that process takes. I was mad. We know, Lansky, you was mad. You was mad because of your crush on Boo Boo Bread. We know. That place we went to does hire contractors. I have worked for them a bit. It was definitely staged. The process isn't that easy, especially for a felon. Thank you. Thank you, Marlon. Because I was just like, this seems a little staged. A little stage. And it just seemed like this was just strictly for the cameras. You and I both know Chris Rock had a laundromat business. Brittany said it. I showed you the clip. Yes, but that investing in a laundromat business and being able, you and I both know Kid. Why are you calling him Kid Rock? Oh, you mean Key Rock? Oh, because I'm like Kid Rock. I'm like the rock star Kid Rock. But yeah, investing in a laundromat business, it makes me wonder how much money he's getting from that. You know what I mean? Like, how much money are you really getting from that business? Because if you were making a substantial amount of money, you definitely don't need to be focused on trying to get a job right now, too. So I guess it really depends on that. Oh, okay, I guess so. I'm sorry. I was thinking that you was calling him Kid Rock for like a funny reason, Kid Rock. Yeah, but the fact that we all know what's going on real time makes this blow defeats the whole purpose. Thank you, Shayla. Mic drop. Thank you. That's the problem at this point. And I think we even feel it when we do our lives. And I'm sure other people are feeling it on their channel too. It's just not authentic anymore. And production is doing nothing about it. Production is doing nothing about it. And it's like, even last season, where we had a good amount of good couples with, the Monique and Derek and the other couples that we had on there, they wasn't airing out this much, I don't think. Like, I feel like they're airing out more in these seasons, and these couples are actually boring. And maybe their production is allowing them to do that because they know that the season is boring and they're thinking that maybe it will attract people to watch the show. I don't know, but they need to do better. Kid Rock, Key Rock, all the same. Kitty Rock, you better stop it. Guess so. Do they still have a stake in laundry? That, I would definitely like to know, and I would like to know how much money it makes. I mean, the laundromat business can be lucrative, but how much of a percentage does Karak have in the business? But he may have a substantial amount and he still wants to work. He wants to double up his money or something like that. I don't know. Here, Marlon. All I saw was the first part and I'm starting to laugh. Ain't no laundromat business. Hardly anyone uses the 100 we already have throughout the city. Even the projects have washers and dryers. Oh, Marlon. I missed seeing you on here. You go always let it be known that's not what's going down in Richmond. It's not what's going down. So then the question is, what the hell is that laundromat for? That's the biggest question. If ain't nobody using them. His rap career is more like kitty litter stuff. Hey, Brenda, what's up, girl? Hey, Mac. Most of the time, life after lockup is less entertaining because not much is ever happening, and you can tell production just makes stuff up big time. We was just talking about that big time. Yeah, because they were definitely entertaining. They were definitely like you. That's one thing that you cannot deny, even if you didn't like, you know what I'm saying, them as a couple, whatever the opinions are, they were entertaining. They were definitely entertaining. You got to give them that because literally every time they were on the scene, every time they had a scene, we was glued to the TV. It was glued to the TV. She only mentioned it once in the first season when Brittany was talking, taking money to ATM. Yes, and Guesto did show that. And yes, that's what Brittany did say. She sent it to me. That's exactly what she said. But my thing is, where's this laundromat business? And yeah, how much money you making? Right. The only laundromats I see are in the soaps and suds. The only place I can really see laundromats being very lucrative still is, of course, New York City. New York City, I can definitely see it because that's still the thing to do. But you know, it's as many of them as are there are DMVs. Somebody call HOAs or Taylor. Someone like Ghost Laundry Max on power. You said it, Caden. You said it, Caden. You said it, Caden, Sugar Mama. But allegedly. But Marlon's saying they don't use laundromats. Yeah, and Christian LG rapper is really going to do well. Honestly, it may like real talk, it may, because that we do have people in the LGBTQIA community who are Christians. We do. So I wouldn't, but the problem is that Karak can't flow. That's just what it is. Like if Karak could spit bars and really be able to do it, I could possibly see that it could be, you know what I'm saying, successful. The problem is I child, I can't even call it spoken word. I don't know. Shayla Chance is a real homework. Oh yeah, we get into that. Even Destiny and Sean had a good storyline. Good old days. Hell no, I call myself a dryer and washing machine. Child, laundromat expensive and detergent too. Yeah. But you know, it's still, especially like in the city, you know, it's still, people still go to the laundromat. They're still lucrative. Y'all got to stop with believing in these crap careers. Yes, baby, enough is enough. Kid Rock just make noise. He's a rock guy, I guess. I wouldn't necessarily call him a rapper. But yeah, so yeah, you guys. So at this point, Brittany, Brittany's not there, but Karak gets the job. And of course, Karak is all happy. And then next thing you know, we see Karak, and Karak is at the gym with his friend, and he's, hitting the bag. And he brings up his older brother. And his older brother apparently has been using. And literally, he used to be a wrestler, he used to be on point, and he used to have this discipline, and then all of a sudden, I don't know if he got with a bad crowd or what happened, but next thing he's on drugs. And so when Karak goes home, Karak's mom first thing is saying, hey, have you spoke to your brother? And Karak is like, no. And so they have a talk, and you can feel that mother's pain. And she's just like, I'm worried when I get that call, or I'm worried about that I'm going to get that call. And, Karak is like, you can't blame this on yourself. You cannot blame this. Like that was his decision, just like it was my decision on what I did to get in to prison. And so Karak asked the mom, like, well, why didn't you tell me about this when I was in prison? And to be quite honest, I don't think that's really something that you will. I can understand why the mom didn't say anything, especially when she said that Karak was always in a hole. So that means you was always fighting. You don't want to hear about a sibling maybe having some issues like that, because what were you going to do at the end of the day? What were you going to do at the end of the day? You can't do anything. You're in prison. So that's what she says. Like, you was always in the hole. And, Karak is like, well, it's a disease. And, the mother's like, well, he went to the programs. And Karak is like, no, no, we're gonna have to find a different approach because that clearly hasn't worked. Um, One, it is an issue. Hey, Kennedy. Yes, Key Rock's mother is beautiful. She does have a beautiful spirit. I'm like, she's like mommy of Love After Lockup, in my opinion. But, you know, at this point, the mother's nervous. Key Rock is also blaming himself, like, if I would have been out here. And I'm like, you guys can't stop that. Like, there's certain things that you can't stop. And if I can be honest, I'm wondering if there is some type of, and maybe I'm going too deep, maybe there's some type of curse on their bloodline or something. Because and I'm saying that because they said one sibling was a schizophrenic and ended up getting hit by a train. Then you have this other brother who's battling addiction. Then you have Key Rock, who literally, what I'm saying, was a badass all up and down Richmond and went to, prison. Then you have the mom that apparently she had, what I'm saying, the pink ribbon. And she had that. And apparently Karak says she is the only one who survived it. Everyone else didn't survive it. She is the only one. So it's like, what is going on in y'all family dynamic and y'all bloodline? Like, what is going on here? But it seems like there's just a lot going on in that family. And this is just the immediate family we hearing about. We ain't even hearing about the outside family. But Karak is trying to be there to support his mother, but then at the same time is really going through it himself. But the problem is that both Brittany and Karak, they are on probation. So if he does come back and he comes in and out of the house, like I think they even said that in the plot for this season, if he brings something in that house, it's over for them. Like it is completely over for them. So hopefully, I wish them the best and I hope that that brother does get better. Did he say what the drug of choice was for him? You know what I mean? Like, did he say that? Because I'm wondering what he had, what has a hold on him. At least Cam is recording. Brittany with the baby, baby, baby. To Cam spent eight. Oh yeah, we gonna talk about that. We gonna talk about that. Hirock was killing me trying to do a tiptoe around his brother's situation. Your brother is a junkie, yeah, yeah. But you know what? I think for a lot of people in the beginning, it's the denial phase, especially when this one was apparently an athlete and everything else. And the next thing you know, it went downhill. I say Karak probably has a little bit of grace to be in the denial stage right now because he didn't really know while he was in prison. Let me see. Yeah, Mike, Karak, and Cameron going on Life After Lockup tour called We Lie, Still and Cheat. He needs a TikTok dance. He on them. Oh, he is allegedly. Allegedly. Oh yeah, that's a hard one from my understanding. To that's hard. I would say all of them are hard, but I heard that one is definitely a hard one. All the time in the world won't make the crap listenable. Bad genes, and now Britt want to bring her healthy good DNA to Karak. Lansky, do y'all see this? Do y'all see Lansky? Lansky is determined to take Brittany away from Karak. Do you see this? He's shooting his shot even in the freaking live. Like, come on. Gotta love Lansky. He is probably on that boy. That's, hey, maybe. I feel like Brittany is too much. She can be. She's an emotional wreck. She definitely can be. Oh, got it. Marlon, I didn't want to say it too. He was okay. Oh, yeah, that's right. You know what? I forgot about that. Thank you, Mimi. That Karak did say that. Karak did say that they had to use that to revive him because he had, oh, yep. Okay, so we know what he on then. We know what he on then if that's the case. Yep, because I totally forgot about that. Totally forgot about that. Gotta defend her honor. Okay, Lansky. Okay, well, I am sure if they break up, you're gonna be the first one in the DM. I'm sure. So with that, I guess we're gonna see the next episode with Brittany around or what's gonna happen. But let's move on. Whew. Yeah. Taylor and Chance with this fake ass storyline. I just can't with this TikTok guy, Babaloo, Bambaloo. What is the guy's name? Bamboa. I don't know. Yeah, so fake storyline about this TikTok guy. Taylor calls Chance and pretty much is like, this guy was over here and he was looking for you, and then he just like sped off, and Chance is rolling his eyes and he was like, how you know he was looking for me? Like, how you know it was about me? Well, just go in the house and don't say nothing, or whatever, I'll handle it. So then he confesses to the guy who owns the 1970s limo that this is a guy that he was in prison with and he owes him $1,000. And it's just amazing that how many seasons has Taylor and Chance been on this show? How many seasons? How many seasons? Oh my gosh, are y'all sitting up? Okay, pause. Get it, Lansky. I don't blame Lansky. Chivalry ain't dead as long as we got Lansky. It's just back to back with Lansky. But how many seasons have they been on here? Dumb and Dumber on the screen right now. You damn right on that. Too many, right, Mimi? Too many. And you claim you ain't got $1,000 stash somewhere? Really? Man-child energy. Man-child energy. What was it? Bobo? Girl. I was like, what is his name? I'm just going to call him TikTok. So pretty much, at that point, he claimed he's gonna handle it. He don't ever handle nothing. But at that point, Taylor is like, look, I think you know who that guy is, and I'm gonna need for you to be honest, all right? And so he's laying in the bed on his phone, and he was like, is it gonna start an argument? She's like, no, you just tell me the truth. So he tells the truth about how, he knew this guy in prison, and he claims that he told Taylor certain things, and Taylor's like, you didn't tell me that. No, hell no, you didn't tell me that. He was like, well, I did tell you, but so this is what's going on, this is what's happening. And Taylor's like, well, how much do you owe amongst the whole entire list of other things and other people we owe? Like, how much do you owe? This fool says, well, until you marry me, I don't think it's any of your business. Until you actually marry me, you don't need to know everything. And I'm like, who in the hell says something like that? No, you need to know everything before marriage. The fact that you sitting up there talking about you need to be secretive, but yet you want this woman to marry you, man, child, true bitch shit. It is what it is. And like a true biatch, he wants to start an argument and want to get upset, and then literally says, take care of your kids. Don't treat me like you're my mom. Well, if she didn't have a bitch baby for a man child for a man, then she wouldn't have to. So she ends up leaving the room. And then this fool starts kicking his feet, and all I could think of was Dave Chappelle. F yo couch, ninja, F yo couch. That's all I could think of. I said, he really kicking, fussing, and cussing like he having a tantrum, like he on that sugar for the boogers, losing his mind in that room. And I was just like, how old are you, sir? How old are you? Like, we see the kicking and the stomping and all of that stuff with kids. We see that on a comedy show, but not in real life for a man that's in his 40s. Like, seriously. I was just like, OMG. Like, this is a straight Dave Chappelle moment. That's all I could think of when I saw that. F your bed. F your bed. A bed that you didn't pay for, and you definitely didn't build that bed, because the bed actually looks nice and looks sturdy. So we know you didn't build that. Just disrespectful as hell. So, Taylor, of course, walks off, and that is pretty much it for them. And honestly, Guess actually sent me this video of him and this new girl having freaky tales, okay? And the fact that it is posted on IG still, like it's floating around and it hasn't been taken down, makes me wonder. Makes me wonder what the heck is going on here. And whoever that girl is, she crazy as hell to be with Chance. Like, she's crazy as hell to be with Chance. Like, there is no way. Like, learn from what you see in the first situation. Like, it's Chance. It ain't the woman, it's him. It's him. So I will say I can't stand the way Chance talk. Exactly. Very disrespectful. As I said, man-child energy. Man-child energy. Chance and his new girl are both on allegedly. You have my family in danger and you want to say it's none of my business how much you owe. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. I will say I was impressed their bedroom wasn't filthy. Yeah, compared to the child's room. The kids' room looked like it was a hoarder room. Hey, May, what's up? What's up? Yes. Hey, yes, man child for real. A whole hissy fit. You can afford you another couch. That's why. Chan's voice doesn't match his body. He is a real life baby Huey. For real. For real. Chance is in there, any room in those jeans. Yeah, them jeans look like they was just, they was a little tight. Look like stretch pants. Honey Boo Boo. I believe this is their third season. Yeah, too many seasons to not have $1,000, which is why we're saying that this whole scene is fake. Gift cards and crypto, they get paid in gift cards. Well, you know what? Maybe that will explain it. And maybe he can give a gift card to that guy that's $1,000. All I want to know is who was watching the baby when Taylor was outside having that fake conversation. Very true, because she brought that baby out later. She didn't have that baby out there with her. She had the daughter, I think, out there with her, but the baby wasn't. Maybe the baby was asleep. Maybe the baby was asleep, taking a nap, and she had the baby monitor or whatever on him so she can hear him. Maybe the baby was asleep. I get it. Maybe that's it. If that was me and I was Taylor, I called the cops. That scene was scripted. Everything's scripted at this point. I think at this point, we can't even call it reality TV anymore. We just gonna say it's a dramedy, and not even a drama, but a dramedy, because there's definitely comedy in this nonsense. Taylor is better off. She is. That limo is disgusting. Yeah, it was disgusting as hell. She saw him out. She tried to talk to Deontay first. Yeah, child. Taylor duct tapes the baby to the floor when she goes outside of, you know what? I am done with you, GSP. I am done with you. What the hell? Oh my gosh. I knew y'all was going to make the live more entertaining. We was going to, this is going to be way more entertaining than the actual show. What the hell? What in the world? Oh my gosh, y'all. So yeah, so that was the end of their boring ass segment. So last couple. Talk about disrespectful. Let's get into it, all right? Eris and Cameron. Eris is looking at homes, and I'll just say this. It's amazing what you can get for $400,000 in certain parts of the South. She said, though, that home was in the $400,000 price range. Baby, $400,000 in California and New York is going to get you a shoebox. Okay? Like, I was like, this is what all, I'm like, no wonder everybody moving the hell up out of California and New York. This is what you get. This is what you get for $400,000. That house was nice, and it practically looked brand new. Very nice. And she said she's a data analyst, and he's a customer service rep. If they can afford that house with the jobs that they do, now I see why people moving. I see why they're moving. The house was absolutely beautiful, and so Cam is in what is it, the freaking place is called where the plants are? What the hell is it? A greenhouse? Is that, am I tripping? Is it called a greenhouse? So he's walking with Eris, and Era's daughter, and she's like, well, hey, if you could take care of a plant, you can take care of a baby. And Cam was like, you think that's the same thing? Like, you can water a plant and leave it for days. You can't do that with a baby. So Cam is pretty much talking to the daughter. And I like the fact that she gets real honest with him, because Cam is like, have you ever felt worried about not having a roof over your head or clothes on your back? And she nodded and was like, yeah, yeah. He was like, you have? She was like, yeah, because your dumb ass took us to an RV dealership like we was about to move into an RV. So hell yeah, I was worried, and I have been worried about having a roof over my head. Now, that's sad when a child that age literally is nodding like, yeah, I'm concerned on where we're going to be. Like, I am concerned on where we're going to be. That should have gave him a wake-up call. Should have gave him a wake-up call saying, dang, this little girl is sitting up here wondering what type of, like, she don't have no security in this situation. This fool living in lie. Yeah, for real. For real. Young sleazy rap. Yes, a nursery. Thank you, Yuli. Because I was like, what do they call? I don't have a green thumb, y'all. Let me tell you something. I don't do plants. I don't do flowers. I will literally aloe vera plant. I can mess up an aloe vera plant. I kid you not. Like, that is one thing I don't do. They have programs to better help purchase houses now. They do, but still 400,000. That, to get that, amazing. And then also, I don't know how much they make, but to me, it just seems like down south you're able to obtain the American dream, I guess, more realistically, because that home, that could be like your forever home to raise all of your kids in, to be quite honest, and leave that for your kids. Cam was just thinking of some new bars. That video, his raps was outdated. He's still stuck in 2015. Not duct tape. Yes, duct tape, man. Yes, GSP went there. Chris, don't fall for that BS. They ain't got no 400K. This is another Airbnb production paying for. And the sad part about it is, Marley, you may be right. Ain't nothing real. Even looking for houses at this point ain't nothing real. Trying to break it to rap at 44. Cameron's music video scene was staged as well, but I still enjoyed it. Daughter was scared for the future of her life. For real, Lansky. For real, Lansky. She nodded her head and was like, you had us in an RV dealership. Like, heck yeah, I've been kind of concerned. Because what are you thinking? Or you making a big deal, but they're still together. She had the baby. Is drama for TV. He was making a video at a strip club, and she had to get mad on TV for drama because she don't. Okay, who's making it a big deal? I'm confused. I'm confused for TV drama because she don't care. I'm confused. So what do you mean by making it a big deal? Any child would be concerned with Cameron as the head of their household. For real. Poor daughter, she the only smart one. Right. What girl? I love me some plants. I wish I had. Yeah, girl, I can't do plants. I'm bad at it. I'm really bad. Little murder raps are more solid than Oh my gosh, the house was probably a hologram. Oh my gosh, took me a while to get a green. Exactly, T. If you know me, the man literally had one girl and some fake money rapping about Cartiers and had a pair of Ray-Bans. So with that, Eris actually goes and she has her friend with her, and I guess this has been her friend for a long time, and she talks about how Cam took them to an RV and was talking about moving into an RV, and that lady was like, absolutely not. Like, what kind of man is this? What kind of father is this? Like, you need to step your game up. This is not about you. This is about your family. And I absolutely agree. It is definitely about his family and not about him. So at this point, we see Eris got man. I'm confused on what you're saying, baby. I'm confused on what you're saying. Are you saying that she made it a big deal? Is that what you're saying? Is that what you're trying to tell me? I just want to make sure I got clarity. You saying that Eris made it a big deal? Is that what you're saying? That's I think what you're saying. Eris made it a big deal. I think it's you saying. The man literally had one girl and some fake money rapping about her years. Exactly. So I could do a fake plant, but not something I gotta feed and sunbathe every day. Exactly. Because if it's up to me, it's gonna be gone. I have never had a green thumb. Like I've heard people talking about put certain things in the dirt and stuff. I do not have that skill set at all. Um, who is he touring with? Himself. Himself. Okay, all right. I got what you're saying, guess so. I got what you're saying. I got what you're saying, girly. So there's the video shoot. Okay. There's a video shoot, and yeah, I mean, you guys have already said it. The video shoot did look fake. It did look fake. But if we gonna go with this, we gonna go with this. All right. And he claims he spent $8,000 on this video. All right. And he claims that realistically, you have to spend money to make money. He can put it, he can put the 8,000, invest in it, and he can put it on his social medias. He gets paid off of social media and stuff like that and get that money back and then some. I guess that's his thought process. Can someone tell me if Cam does have a YouTube page with his videos and stuff? How many likes and views does he have? I'm sure some of you guys have checked. What is Cam views and likes? What is his views and likes? What is his subscriber, size? Like, y'all let me know. Who was that? Her girlfriend that used to be a CEO? I think it was. I think that's the one that he met on the beach, if I'm not mistaken. I think her friend had that chick in this dumb, face every time Eris mentioned Cameron's rap career. I think everybody be looking like that. This guy is a joke. Yeah. You have a lot of plans. Yeah, I can't do plants. I can't. I mean, I could probably do them if somebody else take care of them, but I'm not taking care of them. He's touring with Mills. The video definitely ain't professional. He wasted that. Yeah, for real. He was probably better off just having someone do it on the iPhone. Real talk. Real talk. It's OG Cam. So I moved from Tampa to the West Coast. Whoa, wait. So, okay, hold on, JRR. You moved from Tampa and moved to the West Coast. The crazy thing is that house was probably $319K within the previous 12 months. Oh, yeah, because things are going up and then the interest rates are going up. So you actually moved to the West Coast. You moved to California? So you moved from one sunshine state to the other. Oh my gosh. Are you joking or are you serious? I can't. The views are not good. Okay. I gained my green thumb in Tampa. Good for you. Y'all need to teach me some stuff. Hell, I've only seen Cam on Instagram. Under 3K on Spotify. He don't need videos. He need paid shows. Oh my gosh. Oh, you're in Oregon. Okay. I heard Oregon is getting kind of on the expensive side too, though. It used to be real cheap, but yeah, I miss the sunshine. I understand. The views are not viewing. Okay, well, Chris Crew has spoken. So this $8,000 he claimed that he sat up there and used. Yeah, I don't see how you getting your return. So Eris is upset. And she calls him at first. He's not answering the phone. So she check his location and she make her way where he's at. All right. And so she's upset. He's sitting up there doing this so-called video with this one stripper dancing. And so Eris is like, yeah, I'm going to need you to come down or whatever the case may be. Like, I'm going to need you to bring your ass down here. So she, was upset because she's just like, look, like, we don't have time for this right now. First of all, we got damn near evicted because of HOAs, and we have to go from one house to another in a short amount of time. We're trying to, invest in our family's future, and this $8,000 could easily be going somewhere else. And so at that point, Cam does what Cam does. Cam is literally first of all, he hopped on the counter and his legs was swinging. swinging. I swear I saw his legs swinging and I said, damn, poor baby so short. His legs is swinging off of the damn thing. And she literally is trying to talk to him. And of course, he flips the hell out and gets emotional as hell. And he was like, well, I'm glad that you don't get paid to think. And literally at that point, Eros was like, okay, don't try me. He was like, no, you don't try me. You don't try me. Blah, blah, blah. And he ends up going off and flipping out on her. Another one who was completely disrespectful. Like, it was, to me, it was uncalled for. It was so uncalled for what he did. And then he gonna say, don't stress out me or my baby. Well, if you stressing her the hell out, your baby stressed out. If you stressing her out, the baby is stressed out. So he sits up there and lays on the freaking counter and then sits on it and then lays on it again. And she's sitting up there going off. It looked like his feet was dangling. Y'all look at it again. I feel like his feet was dangling, baby. His feet was dangling. That's when what really made me laugh. I said, I just can't imagine taking him seriously, him being upset, but his legs are dangling. Like, I'm sorry. I probably would have just laughed right there in his face and left. His legs was dangling. I kid you not. So literally, he's like, man, get out of here. Get out of here. Like, you can leave. You can leave. And I was just like, how disrespectful. Like, Cam, here's the thing about Cam. I truly think Cam is trying his best to be a good husband and is trying his best to be a good father. But I'm sure you guys all know those people who try their best, but just really it's not them. And I'm thinking that's who Cam is. Cam is for the streets. Like, he is a street dude, and I just don't think that is ever going to come out of him. That's the vibe he gives me. He tries, but it's just not in him. It's just not in him. You know what I mean? That's just what it is. And honestly, the way that he was talking to Eris, and even if it was staged or not, you got a daughter now. Like, would you want a man talking to your daughter that way? Like, come on, like, get with it. Let me see what y'all saying. But yeah, to me, it was just completely disrespectful. Like, and yeah, you do have other priorities at this point. You have other priorities. You guys got kicked out because of your felony. So because of that, I'm gonna need you to hop on and sit up there and make sure that your family is secure before you even think about a video right now. You know what I mean? Like, that's the thing. And I think that's what Era's thing is. Focus on us and making sure that we have a solid roof over our head before you worry about this video that's probably going to get how many views? I don't know. I've got to say, though, in Kim's defense, they are strict out here in Florida with felons and HOA laws and all that stuff. Well, yeah, I think you told me that the last time. I think you told me, and Kim. You talking about Cam's defense. Cam's defense. I think you're saying Cam's defense, but yeah, but here's the thing though. That's something also they needed to make themselves aware of. But I'm glad she asked that question in this particular home and said, is there going to be an issue? And the guy said no issues. But I will get that in writing, and I damn sure will look at the bylaws for the HOAs, because I don't care what he says. He verbally said that. That don't mean it's actually true. Don't let no real estate agent fool you. They will lie to get you to sign on the dotted line. You better get them bylaws. Better get them CRRs. You better get all of that stuff. Yeah, it seems 400K doesn't go far in Oregon like it used to either. Yeah, it definitely ain't getting you nowhere in California. Unless you're somewhere in the middle of the desert. Fresno, California is a nice place where you can probably get a home still for that amount. Yes. I'm sorry, guys. So I'm delayed with looking at the comments or whatever. But yeah, I figured what you meant. He used a step stool to get on top of that counter. Yeah, for real. He looked like he was laying on the counter waiting for his diaper to be changed. You know what? GSP wins for the day. GSP and Marlon, they are the top. The top. That I need to make sure I'm not drinking nothing or I'm going to spit out the liquid. Are you kidding me? She said he looked like he was trying to get his diaper changed. Oh my gosh. I have a feeling all of the dudes on this show were definitely washing someone's drawers in jail because they are some whiny, needy dudes. Yeah. 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 It definitely come off that way, don't it? Sometimes the old school in me was like, if you don't get your behind up off that counter, exactly. More than Larlin. Hey, Leo, just saying hello, listening while driving. All right. Hey. I'm sorry, y'all. My talking text is messing up today. Don't worry about it. Don't worry about it. We eventually get it. If we don't get it, we just ask you for clarity. It's all good. It's all good, fam. It was the long pause for me. He's talking about Cam. Talking about Cam, T. Talking about Cam. It was a typo. So yeah. Half of you should like the video. Oh, half of you should like the video. Like the Cam's video or like this live? What you talking about, Monica? Because we gotta be specific here. The video with the TNA, is that what you're talking about? So yeah, you guys. So that was the end of the episode. I'm telling you, we was more entertaining on this hour and a half live than this show was. It was horrible. It was a hot mess. And I just don't get it. How do you have so many seasons of this show and you still don't have the formula to be successful? Y'all may need to switch production. Y'all need to switch production. Oh, half of you should like to be, this live. Yes, hit the like button. Sometimes there's a delay on the like buttons, but you guys, please hit the like button so people know that we are here. Please hit the like button. But yeah, I just don't get it. I don't get it. Like, I really feel like they don't even care anymore. You have all the resources. WeTV, you have this production company. I want to say it's been the same production company since the beginning. So what's going on here? Thank you, brother. Yes, please hit the like button. It's like, what's going on here? It should not be a situation where it's this boring. And at first I said, well, do we feel like it's this boring because of the last Love Life After Lockup was dynamic because of the people we had on there, and because of that we feel like nothing will compare? At first I was thinking maybe that's the case, but no, this is just boring. It's just boring. Like, that's just what it is. It's boring. They need to bring new people on. We need to see, you know what I'm saying, maybe some old heads we haven't seen in a while that are truly good for TV. I don't know, but they need to do something. They need to do something. 16 of y'all ain't like the video. I'm gonna start rapping Cam songs if y'all don't get it together. The live was better than the EP as usual. Seriously. And I'm disappointed. Production company, I am disappointed. WeTV, I am disappointed. Y'all got to do better. Y'all have to do better, because at a certain point, and we've seen this time and time again, things start off really good and then they start like wearing off and don't be good. Then next thing you know, people aren't watching it anymore. Like, it's over. I think it's finally losing its edge. It's too fake and scripted now, and that's why they bring back these lame. That's what it seems like, Marlon. That's what it seems like. But we're gonna continue. I'm gonna continue to review it just to see. I'm gonna continue to review it, but there's definitely better out there at this point. And there is gonna be, and I guess so sent this to me, there is actually gonna be a prison. Is it Prison Babes? There's gonna be like a Prison Babes show, but I feel like that same Lifetime did a Prison Babes before. It was a different name, but they tried to do that before like a decade ago. Well, it's coming back. I think it's called Prison Babes. It actually comes on in January. So maybe we can see what that does. And it's going to be on Lifetime. So maybe we can kind of, look at that and see if that's better. So the fact that they're bringing back something, I feel like they're trying to be Love After Lockup's competition. And maybe that's what Love and Life After Lockup and Love During Lockup needs. They need competition to get their ish together. Yes, thank you. Prison Brides, Lifetime, January 10th. Okay. Maybe that's something we can watch, and maybe that will get, Love After Lockup in gear because now they have competition. I pushed myself to watch the episode because of the live. Aw. Do y'all watch Innocent? I do not. The Housewives have the same issue. Facts. Facts. You better say that again. That's why I refuse to review any of them at this point. 60 Days needs to come back. Now, I will review 60 Days if it's good. There have been some just okay seasons, but if it's good, I'll review it. I used to love 60 Days. 60 Days in, I used to love it. Oh my gosh, Parking Wars. I don't even know we could review Parking Wars. Parking Wars would be more like watching it live together while we crack up. Like Parking Wars was my show, especially Parking Wars. It was two major cities. I think those are the only two cities, Detroit and Philadelphia. But that guy in Detroit that had the ponytail, oh my gosh, he was the highlight every time he was on there. And then Parking Wars in Detroit, it got live when that girl almost got into a fight with the actual lady who was giving her the parking ticket and trying to boot her car. Oh yes, that used to be the show. It was a cross between Love After Lockup and 90 Day Fiance. Yeah, definitely. I'm down to watch it. And if y'all want to watch it, maybe we could do it live and we can kind of see where it goes. Did I watch Black King? I have. I haven't finished it though. It starts off kind of slow, but I haven't finished all of it. I thought inmate to roommate might be the competition. I ain't even heard of that. What channel is that on, Leo? I haven't even heard of that. Haven't heard of it at all. Yeah, that show got weird. Haven't even heard of it. Hey, Aspen. Yeah, the ponytail man from Detroit, a pimp named Slickback. Anytime I see an older man with a ponytail, I say a pimp named Slickback. That's the name I give them. But yeah, you guys, thank you guys so much. Of course, as usual, the live was living. It was amazing as usual. Y'all definitely had me cutting up. GSP don't ever disappoint, but honestly, don't none of y'all disappoint. Y'all low key, I think some of y'all miss y'all calling and being comedians. Because y'all are hilarious as hell with some of the stuff that y'all be saying. Love it. So with that being said, you guys, please like, share, and subscribe to the channel if you are new. And I will see you on my next video. Oh, it was on A&E. Got it. See you on the next video, you guys. Love y'all. And if for those who may be going on vacation because of the holidays, safe travels. Happy holidays to you. And for some of you, I may not even be able to see you guys or talk to you guys until next year. Because I know some of y'all go in like hiatus when it comes to holidays. So with that, you guys, see you in the next video. Toodles.